Alright, so right now I'm going to talk about the Nintendo NX. Yes, the Nintendo NX. The subject of many articles and whatnot, and videos and people talking about it on the internet. And, well, good reason that people are talking about it because they don't know the slightest thing about it, which is kind of funny. You know, a month ago, Reggie, if you don't know who Reggie is, just go type Google Reggie Nintendo, whatever. But yeah, about a month ago he said, we have to do a better job communicating the positioning for the product. Mind you, that was a month ago, and still, the general public does not have an idea of what this thing is. I mean, it's just a big question mark to everybody, and everyone is asking just what the heck is this thing? What is it? I mean, we know it's some sort of mobile console thing. That's all we know. What does that say? I mean, to the common person, it might say that, well, that Nintendo isn't confident in their product. I mean, if you're not, showing any new information on a new product that you have, and people have been hyping it up for the past year or more, and you do not show any new information regarding that product, the average person might get the impression that you are not confident in the product. I mean, that may be that's what's going to happen. People are going to start to believe that, it's just another gimmick. They want to keep it under wraps because, maybe that new gimmick will sell like the Wii, the original Wii. When that thing came out, it was the hottest gimmick that was ever seen in quite a while. I mean, I think it outsold the PS2. And, the software sales were terrible, but the machine itself was selling extremely well, and it bode well for Nintendo, the company, because they sold, 120 million units or more, 150? So, who cares about software sales when you got all these units being pushed out? Even though some people would argue that the Wii was a piece of garbage in terms of specs and whatnot, did have some good games from Nintendo themselves. But yeah, I don't understand why they haven't come up front. They haven't shown any new information, especially after Reggie said that the company themselves should be open to communication in regards to this new machine, but they haven't. They haven't said a single thing since that initial statement by him a month ago. It's just so, let's just keep everybody hidden, and maybe let's keep every ounce of information hidden. Maybe, maybe people will get excited about this thing somehow and they'll purchase it. So the thing could go, multitude of ways. It could sell a lot, or it's I don't know. It's just a weird situation. I've never seen a machine that has been so well hidden from the general public. I mean, about a week or so, I think Ubisoft was talking about how awesome this thing is. Maybe a few days ago, whatever. They were on a rave about how amazing this new NX is, and of course they can't share any information about what the machine is. They probably would get sued by Nintendo, seeing as Nintendo has been, smashing anybody who dares oppose them lately. That's how it is. You can't do anything about it. It's just the way Nintendo is going to be, possibly forever, maybe. But yeah, back on this NX thing, when are they going to show the actual, the specs, the real specs, the final specs of the machine, and most importantly, what is the thing? Is it really a console handheld hybrid? I mean, is it really that? There's a chance that it probably isn't that, It could be some sort of add-on for a mobile phone, or it could be something that is going to be in direct competition with mobile phones or smartphones, because smartphones are, they're the main competition right now. Whether you would like to admit it or not, smartphones have made quite a dent in console industry's profits and whatnot, and so somebody has to, make a direct response to it, if that's even possible. I mean, pretty much everybody has a smartphone. I mean, how do you compete with that? Even though smartphone games are 99% of them are terrible. Okay, they're just bad. Mobile games. There's very few. If you're a core gamer, then smartphone games will probably, not appease you, because 99% of them are terrible. So it'll be interesting to see what this thing is. Is it a mobile device, or is it really a console handheld hybrid, as they say it is? Some other people said it had two controllers. I mean, how does that work? Are the two controllers like part of the machine itself, and then you pull out the controls? It's like, what are you doing? Just enough with the gimmicks. It, like I said, it might be something that's in direct competition with smartphones, but it kind of doesn't make sense, because some people said that it has a screen on the machine itself, and it's kind of confusing. It's confusing because the screen doesn't have the highest resolution, which is bad, because if you're competing with a smartphone, you have to have a high resolution screen. You can't have a low res screen, because, well, people like their high res smartphone or phablet screens, and it's not gonna work out. So it would be nice if Nintendo actually gave the people some information, some brand new information regarding this machine, as opposed to hiding everything and smashing everyone that talks about it. So yeah, why?